Namaskar my dear friends. So already we have seen how to select resistors. We have already talked about chip resistors. So basically what we will do in this session is we will try to find out what is there in the data sheets. Okay, how we can make most out of the data sheet and how quickly we can see what are the things that we need in the data sheet, right? Because data sheet will be having very big number of pages and we have to identify what are the important parameters, what are the features, specifications, and whatever required, like informations that we have to have, that we will be able to find out. So I have downloaded one data sheet from Vijay Semiconductor. Okay, so let us say this is the resistor data sheet which is having a D slash CRCW. Okay, so as you can see, very first thing they say some of the features. Okay, so features is stability at different environmental conditions, like it is less than 1%, so it is very good, like 1% accuracy. Now it is AEC Q200 qualified, so it is applicable for our automotive application. Okay, you can see the application of this particular series resistors are military application and industrial applications. So as you can see, this particular resistor is chip resistor which is of thick film composition. Okay, so this is a particular resistor series which is of thick film composition and it can be utilized in your military and industrial application as well as automotive application also, and at the same time you can use these resistors for your consumer application or other appliances as well. There is nothing to worry about. So these were the main information, right? Now coming to the fact that this particular series has some of the description, you can see these are all descriptions, and see here this is telling you that we have CRCW0402, so this is package. So we have imperial size, so this particular series resistor is having 0402 package, 0603 package, 0805 package, 1206 package, 1210 package, 1218 package, 2010 package, and 2515 package. Okay, so 2512 package is also there. Now if you see resistance range edge, so this particular series is available in 1 ohm to 10 mega ohm. Okay, so any value between these two values, like 1 ohm to 10 mega ohm, 10 mega ohm means 10 to the power 6 ohm. Okay, or 0 ohm is also available. You can see this particular series is available only from 1 ohm to 2.2 mega ohm. Okay, so that is this package 1 to 18. Other one is also same 1 to 10 mega ohm. Similar to that, resistance tolerance is 5% and 1%. So you can see this particular series having 1% as well as 5%. Okay, now if you see temperature coefficient, so we have plus minus 200 ppm as well as 100 ppm. You can see power dissipation, so power dissipation for 0402 package we have 0.063 watt, that is 1 by 16 watt. This is going to be 1 by 10 watt. So you can see straightforward, like 0603 is having 1 by 10 watt, or this is 1 by 8 watt, and similar to that this is 1 by 4 watt, this is 1 by 2 watt, and similar to that other package size, what is the wattage value. Similar to that, we have voltage rating also for each of the package size, so you can consider. So basically if we concentrate on only 0603 package, it will be much better. So we have 0603 package, the wattage is 0.1 watt, the voltage rating is 75 volt. We have temperature range which is going to be 155 degree centigrade maximum. The operating temperature range is minus 55 degree to 155 degree centigrade, right? And we can see the maximum resistance change at PT naught, that is basically for 1000 hours or 8000 hour is less than 1% and less than 2%. Okay, so it will not change more than 1%. Now we have another permissible voltage against ambient, that is insulation, is little bit higher than this one, right? So you can see for 0603 package we have 100 volt. Other failure rate and everything, you can see that the failure rate is very small, which is going to be less than 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 9 per hour. Okay, that's the failure rate. Okay, What are the other features that we have to have? So application information, you can read it out, like what are the applications that it can be used for. That's nothing to worry about. Now coming to the fact that temperature coefficient and resistance ranges. Okay, so you can see the temperature coefficient for 0402 is plus minus 200 ppm per Kelvin or plus minus 100 ppm per Kelvin. Let us talk about 0603 package. So we have plus minus 200 plus minus 100 and jumper is maximum current rating is 2 ampere. Similar to that, tolerances are also there. We have 5% tolerance for this one, and we have plus minus 1% for 100 ppm. Okay, and you can see for jumper we have less than 20 milliohm value. Okay, so that's all. And we have E series. So E series, basically E96 series is much like accurate compared to E24 series. Okay, so if you have to have 1% resistance, then you have to go ahead with E96 series. Similar to that other packages, you can go ahead, nothing to worry about. Now if we see, we have packaging size. So packaging size, basically it comes in reel. So what will be the reel of each like package size? So if you talk about 0603, we have 5000 quantity or 20,000 quantity in one reel. Okay, and the width of each reel will be 8 mm and pitch will be 4 mm. Okay, this is not the size of the resistor, this is the reel width. Okay, now the most important part of this particular like data sheet is part numbering information. Okay, so if you want, you can go through this. I will just tell you how the part numbering is taken in the data sheet. However, you can directly find it from the distributor website or something like that. That is much easier. Okay, however, let us try to understand one of the part number, how we can go ahead. Okay, so you can see CRCW is the first four series numbers. So CRCW. Okay, next is 1 2 3 4. So this is the package size. Okay, so you can see CRCW 0402 0603. So I will take 0603. Now we are going to talk about resistance value. Okay, so resistance value is what it is saying. R means decimal, K means thousand, M means million, and 4 times 0 means jumper. Okay, so you can see we have 562R. It means 562 ohm. Okay, so that's the meaning. So 562R. Similar to that, it is F means this plus minus 1%. Okay, and then it is K means plus minus 100 ppm. That's the understanding. Okay, if it is N, then it will be plus minus 200 ppm. If it is J, then it will become 5%. Okay, so that's the understanding. Now it is TA, so this is the packaging, so tape and reel, something like that. So if you want, you can go ahead directly. So TA. So this is the understanding of 562 ohm. If you want 470 ohm, then you have to change this particular 562 to 470. That's all. This is the understanding of the resistor values. Similar to that, if you want to change the package size, you have to write it here 1210 or 1206, something like that. So this was all about the part numbering in the data sheet. So we have already seen what are the features, what were the part numbering, and then we have material description and everything. Now main factor is we have something like that which is called derating. Okay, so derating also you have to understand. In each of the data sheet you will see we have ambient temperature and we have power dissipation. So let us say we are going to talk about 1218 package, which is going to be green, the upper one. So it is 1 means 100%. Okay, so whatever the power rating is there, that will be there up to minus 55 degree centigrade to 70 degree centigrade. So from minus 55 degree centigrade to 70 degree centigrade, it is almost constant. There is no power derating. Now after that, if temperature increases, what happens is, as temperature starts increasing, the power rating of the capacitor or power rating of the resistor starts decreasing. Okay, so its capacity decreases. So this is the derating curve. All right, that's all. This was all about the data sheet in the Vijay Semiconductor resistors data sheet, and we have some other test procedure and all that, nothing to worry about. Okay, what we'll do now is we'll talk about the size of each of the like dimensions. So let us talk about size. So let's say this is the complete resistor that is given here. So this is the width height, okay, H, and this is the width W, and this is the length. Okay, and you can see this is the package, I mean pad size thickness. So pad size thickness, upper one is T2 and lower one is T1. So T1 is exact package size, I mean exact pad size. All right. So you can see for 0402 you have 1 mm plus minus some tolerance is there, which is 0.05 mm. Similar to that, width is 0.5 mm and height is 0.35 mm. So for 0402 you have 1 cross 0.5 cross 0.35. So this is the understanding. Understood? We'll talk about 0603. So it is going to be 0603. So that will be 1.55 cross 0.85 cross 0.45. So this is the mm that is there. Similar to that, other manufacturers also, if you take same table will be given, and for each of the series there will be a length, width, height, T1, T2 values, all the things. So almost all the manufacturer will be having same values. It may vary by 0.05 mm or something like that. So it will be like 1.6 mm or 1.55 mm or 1.5 mm also. So that's the understanding, but it will all match, so there is nothing to understand in this, right? So what we'll do is we'll take one more resistor, like data sheet, and we'll try to understand how the informations are mentioned in that particular resistor series. So let us talk about this. We have a professional thin film resistor. Earlier we saw thick film resistor. Now we'll see thin film resistors. So same thing is taken from Visa as well, and we have features as like ICQ-CECC. Okay, so this is approved by this standard. We have excellent overall stability, which is class 0.5, and we have professional tolerance of 0.5%. Okay, and plus minus 1%. We have rated dissipation up to P 70 degree, that is 70 degree, 2.4 watt for size edge 1206. Okay, and as you can see, these thin film resistors are of different color, which is comparatively green compared to the other one black ones, right? And we have industrial equipments uses, we have test and measurement equipment. So I told you thin film resistors are used for measurement equipments where you need to have high accuracy. We have telecommunication, we have medical equipments and all. If you see same way, we have some description like sizes are there. So we have sizes available 0402, 0603, 0805, 1206, right? We have matrix size code. So matrix size code for 0402 is RR1005mm. Similar to that, other things are also there. So you will see somewhere na, like 0402 it will be written 1005. Similar to that, 0603 it will be written 1608. Okay. We have resistance range for each of the size. You can see 10 ohm to 1 mega ohm. So here there is no 10 mega ohm. Okay, up to 1 mega ohm only it is available. Tolerance is much better, it is plus minus 1%, otherwise it is having plus minus 0.5% as well. We have temperature coefficient very good, which is going to be plus minus 25 ppm, and you can see the other one what we saw just now was plus minus 100 ppm maximum, but it is very good, which is plus minus 50 ppm as well as plus minus 25 ppm. So that's the reason it will be little costly. We have power dissipation capacity. So 0402 itself is 1 by 10 watt. Earlier 0402 series we saw for the thick film, which was 1 by 16 watt. Okay, so you can see with the same package it has higher power capability, 1 by this is going to be 8 watt, and this is 1 by 5 watt, and this is 1 by how much it is, 0.4, that is 1 by how much it is, 5 watt. Okay, so no, 1 by 5, so it is 2 by 5 watt. So 2 by 5 is 0.4 watt, right? Okay, so we have already seen, we have operating voltage, we have operating temperature range, we have internal resistance, thermal resistance. Thermal resistance means for 1 watt of the power dissipation across the resistor, there will be an increment of 90 degree centigrade temperature. Okay, so let us say we have 25 degree centigrade ambient temperature, and let us say 0.5 watt is the increase, dissipation across the across the resistor. So what will be the temperature increase? That will be 45 degrees. So 45 plus 25, that is going to be 4 2 6 एक साथ 70 degree centigrade. But it will not be possible to dissipate 0.5 watt across this resistor. We will have to take another resistor. Okay. So for that purpose, you have to just, for the calculation purpose, I am showing it to you. But actual scenario is the resistance, I mean 0402 resistance across this, the power dissipation must be less than 0.1 watt. Okay. So less than 0.1 watt means there will not be increment of temperature at all. Okay. Similar to that, other parameters are almost same. We have a standard C. This is the understanding I was going to tell you. You can see the size code is 0402 and we have a standard power rating which was 0.063, which was 1 by 16 watt, right? But in this we have 0.1 watt, which is much higher compared to this standard rating. So standard rating you can see all were same, but now it is changed. Understood? Alright, we have other parameters. You can see TCR, so temperature coefficient of resistance. We have already seen that this is much better compared to thick film data sheet. We have packaging size as well. I mean, these are the same what we had seen in our thick film data sheet, which was the real size. Okay, the width and the pitch. Then we have part numbering description. Same way you have to understand, like this is the first one is type size. So first 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 up to this point we have like type and size. Then we have version 0. Then we have TCR, what TCR you want, either plus minus 25 or plus minus 55, sorry 50. So DC accordingly you can write it down. Then we have the resistance values. Okay, so resistance values, if you want me to write it down one for you, you can write it something like this: 464. Okay, so it is saying first three values is 3-digit value and 1-digit multiplier. Okay, it means 464 and multiplier is 1 means how much? 10. So it means 10. Okay, multiplied by 10, so that is going to be 4.64 kilo ohm. This is the understanding. If it is written 2, then it will become 00. It means 46.4 kilo ohm. So this is the understanding. Okay. Now other parts are almost same. So alright guys, I think we have seen this particular data sheet and we have the rating curve almost same. So what we'll do is, instead of finding the part number from the data sheet, we'll directly like jump into the website and we'll try to understand how we can find a particular resistance. Okay, so let me take one of the value. Let us try to find out 1 kilo ohm with 0603 package, 1% tolerance, 1 by 10 watt power, and we will have find out AECQ 200 rating, as well as my TCR will be, temperature coefficient will be 100, and we'll take up one of the manufacturer which will be Visa. Okay, we can take another manufacturer also, not a problem, and we'll try to fill this part number. So let us open one of the data sheet. We have already seen. What we'll do is we'll go ahead with one of the distributor. So you can type down dgkey.in. Okay, and in dgkey.in you will find out this particular series. Okay, so once you find out, in the search box you don't do anything, you don't have to do much work here, you just type down your thing resistor. So once you type resistor, it will give you lot of resistor option, whether it is through hole, if it is chip resistors, it is chassis mount resistors, so many varieties are there. That's the understanding you should have. Like even if I am giving you some example of little bit only one type like chip resistors, you can have another values as well. We have trimmers, everything is there. Okay, so let us go ahead with chip resistors. Once we select this chip resistor, then our aim is first to get understanding of what is the value, right? So before going to that, we have to see what are the different things, like different parameters. We have manufacturer, we have series, we have packaging, so we don't know all these things, right? So first of all we have to have product status as active. Then go ahead and keep scrolling right side and find out your resistance value. So resistance value I need 1 kilo ohm, so you can scroll down and you can find out 1 kilo ohm. Okay, so we have lot of resistance values, any of them you can find out, but our aim is to get 1 kilo ohm, so we'll take 1 kilo ohm only. Now we have selected 1 kilo ohm. We have lot of tolerance available here, 0 to 10%, 0%, minus 10%, and something like that. We have plus minus 0.01%, very accurate resistors. So our aim is to find out 1% resistors. We will take plus minus 1%. Okay. Then our power rating was 1 by 10 watts. We will take 1 by 10 watt, which is 0.1 watt. Okay. Then our aim was to take, let's say, composition we have not mentioned there, but we will take thick film. Okay, which is generally used in any kind of circuit these days. We will take features as AECQ 200, but that will take in ratings. Now temperature coefficient I was telling you that will take plus minus 100. Okay, so you can see plus minus 50 ppm, then we have plus minus 100 ppm, we have plus minus 150, we have 200. So we'll just take plus minus 100 ppm. Okay, and we have operating temperature and everything. Package is very important. So I told you, like, metric was 1005 for 0402, and for 0603 it is 1608. So we'll take 0603. Supplier device package you will take same way, 0603, not a problem. We wanted rating as ACQ 200. Okay, so that's the understanding. Now you can see we have been left with very less number of 20 out of 9 lakhs. Okay, so 20 resistance are still shown. I need only one part number. Okay, so we'll see how to reduce that thing as well. Now come to the first one. Okay, so if you scroll first side, you can see there are 20 values, but we have lot of manufacturers. Okay, so we have Burns, then we have KOSPR, we have NIC components, we have Panasonic, we have Redon, Rome Semiconductor, we have Stackpole, we have T connectivity, we have Vizadel, we have Yageo. So we'll take up Vizadel because we wanted Vizadel, right? So we'll take Vizadel and it will be shown little less. Only two values are there. And you go down, you will be just apply all you have to do. Once you put apply all, because here lot of resistors are there. Okay, like all the 9 lakhs are there because we had not applied at all. So if you apply all, you are going to get those two resistors. Okay, so you can see 1 kilo ohm, 0.1, I mean plus minus 1% with this much. We have two resistors. Okay, and you can see this is the particular part number CRCW 0603 1K00 FKEA. This is 1%, and this is 13 lakhs pieces are there in stock. Okay, and we have for 5000 piece it is 0.5 rupees per piece. Okay, so this is the understanding, and if you want you can see all the different parameters like resistance or tolerance, power, composition, features. We have temperature coefficients, we have temperature operating temperature range, we have package casing, and we have supplier device package, we have size, everything is there. Size you can see 0603, right? So it is 1.55 cross 0.85, and we have 0.5 mm as height. Okay, good. So this is the part number that we can directly like click, and it will come as the part number as well. So what we'll do is we'll fill this part number with that one. Got it? Now I'll just quickly tell one more part number for, let's say, 490 ohm. Okay, with almost say all these parameters same, like 0603 1% and everything same, only the value of the resistor will change. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back, and quickly if you want to see with the same parameters, you can just remove only resistance value. So resistance value will be removed, and you can see total 820 resistors are there with different values. So you can select your values that you wanted. It is listed now. So try to select your values 490 ohm, right? So I'll select 490 ohm. There is no 490 ohm. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try to take 487 ohm. Okay, you can change that particular requirement itself. So we have one value, and I am going to get 487 ohm. Okay, yes, so we have 487 ohm. The part number is CRCW, so we can copy paste. We have same thing. So it is around 14,000 piece available. So this is not so general value. That's the understanding. So just make a change here, 487 ohm, and the part number that you will get is CRCW 0603487 RFKEA. So this was all about like finding the different part numbers. Now your job is to take this particular table, find out part numbers for each of these resistors, okay, and you can write down here 4.87 kilo ohm, okay, and try to find out each of these particular resistors, and from Dell or like from Visa or from Stackpole or Yageo, any companies, whichever companies part number you are finding, you put the part number here and then put it in the comment box so that we can verify and identify that your selection was good. So hope you guys have understood how to find the part numbers in a data sheet and how we can find this particular part number from the distribution. Some of the distributors, like lot of other distributors are also there. I didn't show you earlier, like I have showed you DigiKey. One more is you can talk about Mauser, okay. So if you talk about Mauser is one of the best distributor. Similar to that, we have Arrow, we have Future Electronics, we have Onet. There are n number of like distributors available. So I generally prefer Mauser and DigiKey. So you can just type it down resistor, and once you put resistor, it will also show you same way what are the different components, different like parameters, and you can select based on your requirement. Understood? So alright guys, hope you have understood everything about finding the resistors and how to read data sheet, and if there is any question still, please put down your questions in the comment box and we shall be able to answer you out. And at the same time, please remember to find the part numbers of each of these resistor values and put it in the comment box so that I can verify and tell you that whether your selection was correct. Okay, thank you.